Civilian Conservation Corps enrollees at Camp Starfort would wake up no later than 6 a.m. After breakfast, they formed up for roll call and then headed to work by 7:30 a.m. For work, enrollees would normally wear denim fatigues, which was comprised of a jumper, trousers, and a hat. The style of hat was known as a Daisy May. These fatigues would primarily be worn over a standard service uniform. It was common across the CCC that enrollees' work uniforms would be, quote, ill-fitting. Basically, one size did not fit all. This was a common complaint throughout the 30s. The type of work varied depending on the purpose of each camp, and even then, there were usually many tasks needed to be done liable on the day itself. Regardless, it was always physically hard work for most enrollees. With only a 1-hour lunch break, the enrollees would continue to work until around 3:30 p.m. Only then would they return to camp. And even after that, they had to clean the campgrounds, scrub the barracks, and many other chores. Because Camp Starfort was under the control of the Soil Conservation Service, also known as the SCS, its purpose was to improve the Greenwood County farmlands, wooded tracts, and pasture lands, and to restore the badly depleted soils of the county. To make a lasting impact, the SCS would educate local farmers and teach them the best-known methods for conserving the soil. Among the many jobs that Camp Starfort enrollees undertook while the camp was in operation were thinning out the trees, erosion control, planting trees, building dams to fight erosion, building outlet channels for gullies, and much more conservation work. Over 500,000 trees were planted on unsuitable soil by the camp enrollees. And by July to August of 1936, 21,907 acres had undergone treatment. This accounted for around 107 farms. The camp itself had only been in operation since February of that same year. Greatest concern for the Soil Conservation Service and that of the enrollees at Camp Starfort was combating soil erosion in Greenwood County. To fight erosion, the enrollees would build dams and try new methods of soil conservation that the locals had previously not known about, or at the very least, not implemented before. The work done by enrollees was not always a part of the SCS agenda. They liked to interact with the locals in many ways, be that inviting some over for a camp dance, or building a cabin boat in their free time for a local. And sometimes, they just wanted to do some off-the-clock digging, not necessarily related to conservation work. The work done by the enrollees of Camp Starfort is commendable. Through hard labor and educating the local farmer on new conservation methods, their work created a lasting impact on Greenwood County, South Carolina. The spirit of their work and goals can be summarized in a rhyme found within one of the camp's monthly newspapers that reads, quote, "Don't follow the steps of Dad. There are better methods to be had. Dam the gullies and seared ranks, then slope their sides and plant their banks." End quote.